Prospects of joining a World Cup team?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it because it's something that I've done before, and if you speak to any player that's played at a World Cup, it's the pinnacle, it's the best thing. So to go to another World Cup for me would be special.
I know you don't want to talk, probably don't want to talk about it too much because you want to see if Roy's actually going to select you. But in preparation for that, do you have to start now knowing that you're playing on the other side of the world, you're going to be travel and all that and health? Is it more to consider now than it would be if you were playing still in England?
No, I don't think anything changes. I think it's the same for everyone. It's like things like that you don't really focus on. You just focus on your form, and that's it really. Not focus on your travelling and stuff like that because it's the same for everyone. Even if I was still in the Premier League, you still got to travel all the way to Brazil. You got to go to Miami training camp, then you got to go to Brazil. But so it's not something that I focus on. I think I just try and focus on my form, and then that's it.
Jermain, you made the call to come over to Major League Soccer and to try to get in games. Do you think you've been able to do enough this season to be able to play at that high enough level despite the injury to get the call?
Well, I played at that level since I was like a teenager, so I suppose coming here I came here my first game was in March. So I don't think nothing's changed. I think obviously, like you said, at Tottenham, a situation where towards the end I weren't playing, I was playing games and being rotated. But I'm sure there's other players that could probably say the same thing. That they're frustrated not playing. But yeah, it's okay. At the age of 31, it's important to play football, and I didn't want to sit on the bench. So yeah.
Sorry, what do you think about the prospects of playing in the middle of the jungle?
Again, it's something that I'm looking forward to. It'll be different, obviously. For everyone.
Humid.
But yeah, it's going to be humid, but you can't make excuses. It's going to be the same for everyone. I remember the last World Cup, the altitude, it was a factor, but beforehand, I remember I got one of those, them altitude tents, and I slept in it in my house I had it 4 months before the World Cup, so I just tried to prepare as well as I could. So yeah, but it's going to be different, obviously, but again, it's something that not really focusing about.
So you've played here for a couple of months. You're getting a chance to see Canadian soccer firsthand. How far away are we from a World Cup team?
To be honest, I don't know. I suppose if you speak to someone like Danil, he'll be able to tell you also, but I don't know. Obviously, it'll be great to see such a great nation in the World Cup because it's just the best thing ever, being at a World Cup and representing your country, it's special.
Do you have to keep the line of communication open with the FA, knowing that they may not be watching you as much as you might?
They're watching. I spoke with the telephysio this morning. He called me up and I said, "How you feeling? Is everything 100%?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Good," because the manager Roy Hodgson wants the physio to phone all the players that potentially could be in the 23-man squad. He's got a list of 30. So yeah, I had a conversation this morning, but I've said it many times before. I'm sure Roy Hodgson knows what every player can do. So that's obviously important.
Jermain, today was a kind of fun day, and I'm just wondering, do you have a favorite World Cup moment from growing up, watching or playing in?
Yeah, I got many. I remember obviously Italian 90 where Gazza came on the scene. He was unbelievable as a youngster. Many World Cups. Michael Owen, France 98, a youngster, unbelievable goal against Argentina. Japan and Korea when Beckham scored that penalty after what happened in 98. So many, I can stand there and talk about so many because obviously I love my football and I always watch all the classic games still. If you're talking about great forwards, Romario, USA when he was unbelievable, Ronaldo. So many players and so many moments I can speak about, but the one that probably sticks out, I always say the Gazza one in Italian 90 because it wasn't just the one game. He did it for the whole tournament. He was a great player.
And watching something like that specific moment, how did that impact you or influence you as you progress through your career?
Yeah, obviously when you're a youngster, you want to achieve the same things and you want to play in World Cups and stuff and you want to get in the squad. It's just motivation when you see young players that have done it previous and when you eventually get there and you're involved, it's such a great feeling and you crave that buzz again. And this time, it just seems like it's come around so quick. But obviously, to go to another one, it'll be great because there's been many players, players that I've looked up to, great forwards that have played in the Premier League that never really got a chance to go to a World Cup. So I realised how special it is, and you can't really take anything for granted, because one day when I look back and hopefully say that I've been to 2 World Cups, it'd be great.
So is it more anxiety or anticipate? Because I don't know what it must
No, I'm just not no anxiety or nervousness. At the end of the day, you just got to relax, because, you know, hopefully I've set high standards over my career where I keep saying the manager must know what I can do. But at the end of the day, you know, I don't think you should have any negative thoughts in your mind or be tensed or nervous, because it's out of my hands. I don't pick the squad; he picks the squad, and what I would say is if I'm selected, I'll be ready. So yeah.
Last one.